There's nothing there now.
So guys, this recap is made for commentary and review purposes only. Alright, so this movie Owambe Thieves belongs to Inkbot Productions and Film One. The story begins with Lola, Cheta's partner. This is Cheta, a young Nigerian man trying to survive in the middle of a harsh economic recession. Lola is complaining to Cheta that the baby needs food, that he's hungry, and Cheta was suggesting that he's an African child. He's so stressed with a lot of work and family activities. Yeah, Lola is talking to her sister who is getting married, so she's asking for a contribution. So she said, where is she gonna get the money for the contribution? On the other hand, Oga Bling Bling gathers his staffs to shower them with rice and oil, pretending to be a generous boss. He boasts of promises, everyone was happy. He even said he would have given them 100% increase if not of the recession. But now he wants to cut down salaries of workers. There was a shock on all their faces. With shock on Cheta's face, he raised his hand and said, Oga Bling Bling, what are you trying to say? Today, many of you have to look out for jobs elsewhere, Oga Bling Bling replied. Workers murmur in disbelief, torn between gratitude for the food and anger at the truth. But Cheta was the bold one. Meanwhile, Cheta tried to interrupt the boss. With anger, he said, what is that your name again? Who are you to interrupt me? Is something wrong with you? He said. Moment, you are fired. Cheta was sad. He didn't know what to do. With this shock, everyone was worried. What kind of unserious boss it is? With surprise, he said they should all leave. That is how Cheta went back home. For all his hard work, the only reward Cheta could salvage from Oga Bling Bling was a sack of rice and a bottle of oil. A bitter consolation. In the midst of the hardship, Cheta and his partner face an uncertain future with a newborn baby and now nowhere to run. Bling Bling has asked them to leave the apartment. His wife was shocked. With this, she was really confused because their only hope was the apartment. Then she brought the idea of moving to the east. It became very tempting, but the fear of the enemies and rejection was what is holding Cheta's back. Then he told her that Bernard has already suggested that they can manage his boss quarter for the meantime and there won't be any problem. Here, this is Bernard, Cheta and his wife. So actually, Bernard promised Cheta a boys quarter. But after thinking about it, he suggested that since Cheta was his best friend, he would give him a better apartment so that he can manage for the meantime before he finds another job for himself. With the excitement, Lola kissed Cheta, happy about his new place. Lola has been checking the newspaper for job opportunities for Cheta, hoping that very soon he'll get a better job so they can look for a place before Cheta's best friend kicks them out of the place. So Cheta walks into a new company. This is his first chance of redemption after the shame of losing his job. I have 5 years experience in human relations, Cheta said. I don't like him, one of the panelists looked at him with disdain. The job role was for a supervisor, but what he saw was human relation manager. Well, Cheta has a choice to either walk away with nothing or bend to survive. But with the weight of responsibilities on his shoulders, he swallowed his pride, accepted the offer, handed over his credentials. It is not the future he dreamt of, but in desperation, it is better than nothing. Cheta sits on his desk, focused, but not for long. An engineer stormed him, accusing him of neglect. Why are you sitting down? Why are you not helping the workers? Why are you not supervising them? If anything happened, you are to be blamed. Cheta snapped in anger, trying to defend himself, insisting that he was working, that he was not idle, that the engineer was not going to tell how he's going to handle his job. Then the other lady who interviewed Cheta came in. Do you know me? Do you know me? She just screamed at him. You've not even heard from me. I met both of you making trouble, she said. You've not heard from me. Is the engineer in position to tell me on how I'm going to do my job? Cheta said. With anger, he left the cover. Cheta was fed up with the way he has been treated in the place of work. Well, that is how he lost that job. Now, this is Cheta's mother-in-law. So, Madam Toke beamed with joy as the healthy customer pays in cash. She was so happy, she asked her girl to package everything. Suddenly, Lola came in, Lola, her daughter, seeking for help from her mother. Madam Toke was so sad to see her daughter in this predicament. Madam Toke rebuked her, accused her of failing as a wife, and also letting her child suffer. Look at how she's dressed. Worst of all, she married an Igbo man, someone from another tribe, which she was not happy about. Look how you make your baby suffer every day, Madam Toke said. Her son's skin get darker. Then Lola tried to defend her husband, reminding her mom that her husband Cheta is educated. He has a HND in philosophy. The mother was shocked. Madam Toke called deeper. Do you know when I bought this clothes you're wearing? It's an old clothes, you're still wearing it. Madam Toke talking to the sales girl. Make sure you never give her any of my clothes, and I don't want you to give her any money. She sent Lola out of her shop immediately. Lola humiliated and wounded. Cheta, he also worked as a fireman. Cheta saved the life of a young boy in a fire incident. And he was part of those who went into the house to rescue a child. Cheta immediately fell on the ground as his other team member came to rescue him. He was badly wounded. Cheta sat thinking about his life. What has he not done to make money? He thought so hard, and the scene fades away. Back at home, Lola faces a new trial. Cheta's best friend, Bernard, pays a visit. But this is no ordinary friendly call. His words are coated with desire. My husband is not around. Very soon we'll move out of this place. Bernard replied, why? He leans closer, demanding intimacy. But Lola, firm and loyal, resisted. You know I'm just getting to know you, and I like you. Bernard drew closer to her. I want us to be together, to be close together, very, very close, Bernard requested. Lola pushed back, warning that Cheta would know about his betrayal. With Bernard embarrassed about the refusal, he asked Lola to help her up. He tried to hug her, but she refused and knelt down to say, thank you. Thank you for coming, thank you. I will let my husband know when he comes back that you came. Lola opens his door as Bernard shamefully left. Alone, Lola trembled, worried that temptation has found its way into her home. Again, with Cheta eating oil rice, Lola tried to confide in her husband, speaking of Bernard's strange advances to her. But Cheta, never trusting, brushed it aside and said perhaps it might be a misinterpreted look. That was what he called it. For a moment, the storm seems to pass, and Lola finds a job as a traffic warden. She commands the roads with courage. Yet, in a single moment, some ladies were tending to her child as chaos was erupts. They asked Lola, come and take your child, come and take your child. We can't handle this anymore. Your baby is crying. Come and take your child. Then the lady angrily went to where Lola was and gave her the baby, screaming at her that she should take care of her baby, that she shouldn't leave her baby for someone else, that she needs to take care of her baby. Along the line, erupt, horn blaze, cars collide, and the city freezes in gridlock. She couldn't handle the traffic. This time, Lola arrives home very sad and super tired. Cheta woke up, saw how stressed Lola was, and tried to console her. She told him that he has been suspended because of what happened today at work. And Cheta was surprised. Then he tried to assure her that all is well. Sensing that she's hungry, Cheta said he cooked rice for her, as they both smile at each other. Then comes the day of betrayal. Bernard returns to Lola's house, this time with the key to the apartment. Lola was surprised. How did this man get into my apartment? She was mad at him. I am not comfortable with you stopping by at my house unannounced, especially when my husband is not around, she said. Then he told Lola, I have always wanted to let you know how I feel about you. I really, really like you. I want us to have something in common. He held her hand, his world dropped with desires as he pushed her on the couch. But just as darkness loomed, Cheta arrives. He opened the door and saw Bernard on his wife. A single blow on the neck, a punch to the face. Bernard crashes to the ground. Blood poured from his mouth. Bernard was so surprised and angry. Cheta said, "Are you mad? Are you sick? What is wrong with you?" Then they throw insults at each other, calling themselves fools. But instead of shame, Bernard rises in fury. He spits venom, threatening death, and declaring Cheta and his wife must leave his house immediately. Cheta was disappointed that his best friend Bernard could do such a thing. Bernard said, "Let me come back and you are still here. I'm going to arrest you immediately." Then he left the place. As Cheta tried to pamper his wife and apologize for not trusting her. Lola's sister's wedding was no ordinary event. It was a spectacle that would be remembered across town. With the talking drum leading the rhythms that commands even the shyest feet to dance. Union with a powerful senator meant status, wealth, and influence for Madame Toke, so she made sure every eyes in the compound celebrated with her. Tade drops to a kneel before the senator. Then the lady said, "Senator, you are supposed to know what you should do." Then he placed a bundle of money on Tade's hand as they smile happily. Dancing continues as the senator sprayed a lot of money on Tade. She smiled happily. As Cheta and Lola drives in, Madame Toke, facing her worker, count the money well. Don't let your eyes deceive you. If $1 is missing, I will know. Madame Toke's eyes sparkled with victory. This was the moment she had lived for. While the music soared, another story unfolded. Cheta and Lola arrived, humbly, tired from their journey. One of the helpers quickly rushed to tell Madame Toke, "Mama, your daughter and your in-law, they are around though." She quickly ran outside to see for herself. As Lola saw her, she said, Mommy, go, no, go back," she said, "go back." Cheta tried to greet, but she ignored him. "What are you doing here?" "Mommy, can you just tell us to come in first? Let's just come in. We have been tired. We have been on the road for hours." Other women are gifting their mothers after they get married different things. "Come and take money. But for you, you want to come to your mother's house to stay with your children. Look at your bag. Look at that dirty bag," she said. "Come on, take this out of my house right now." Lola tried to beg her mother, even tried to offer her the child to carry. She refused. "You know what? You and your husband, don't follow the front door. This is where you go, through the back door. Move now, move. I said you should move," she shouted as she walked back into the house for party. Here, Cheta was trying to clean the house after the party, but Madame Sake saw her. "What are you doing? Did you just ask me if you were my house help? What do you mean now?" He said, "Am I not just helping?" Cheta said, grumbling as Madame Sake threw more dirt on the floor just to spite him. Cheta kept grumbling angrily as the scene fades. Here we see the senator being celebrated, arriving in a long convoy escorted by sirens and security. Cameras flashing at the people of the community. They gather chanting his name. See him, he's opening the door for her, as if she's his only wife," one of the wives said. As the senator appreciates the people for what they have done for him, he used the scissors to cut the ribbon as they hold seat at the other end. While they celebrated together, all his wife, they applauded him. The celebration continues as gifts were being given to the people who supported him. Then the next scene, Cheta Lola said, "I have an idea of how we can make role model. What do you have in mind?" Tade's husband and his friends are going to make it rain on the wedding day. Cheta frowns uneasy. "Cheta, all we need to do is to make sure that we are benefiting from this wedding too. Not only my mom and Tade. Cheta, this money is government money. It's government money. Nobody is missing anything." Cheta frowned. "But what if they catch us? What are we going to do?" Lola looked at him in a very sad way. "This man is not serious. Cheta, we are smarter. Like I said, this is government money. We are smarter. Please, Cheta, understand. It's not like we are robbing anyone with gun or a knife. Tade and my mother, they deserve to be taught a lesson, Cheta. I'm being honest here. I want us to do this. Cheta looks down, conflicted. Lola, come on, you know your mom. The eyes will always be on the money. How are we going to do this? Cheta, I have a spare key. I have a spare key to the place. Cheta moved. The two eyes locked together. The room fell in silence. This is how the Owambe Thief actually started from these two. So on the exact day for the wedding between the senator and Tade, this is Tade dancing happily with the senator spraying a lot of money. Madam Tucker is not definitely left her. She was so happy with the way Tade was being celebrated, a lot of money being sprayed. Madam Tucker was closely monitoring the box while Chita and Lola was watching from afar, making sure they monitor where the money moves. They were surprised on how much money is being spent on this party. Seriously. Yeah, we'll find Madam Tucker's helper. She was the one who was in charge of the money. So she took the money back to Madam Tucker's room. She was the only one that has the key to Madam Tucker's room where she stores the money. So she immediately opened the door while Cheta and Lola were watching closely at her and making sure she enters the room. She took the heavy bags full of money and laid them at the side of the bed, making sure they were intact. She was so tired as she walked sluggishly out of the room. Cheta and Lola noticed she has left, so they tiptoed and came outside, looking closely to see if anyone is watching. So they gently walked towards the door where Madam Tucker's room was. And since Lola had the spare key, she opened the door gently. And Cheta was watching her back. So as they got into the room, immediately they were looking around to find where the money or the bags were being kept. Then Lola looked at the side and saw the money bag. Cheta immediately opened the bag and saw $100 note. Lola screamed. Cheta said, no, shh, don't scream. He immediately smiled and put the money back into the bag, and they tried to take all the bag away. Then Lola was saying, no, let's leave one. Let's leave one of the bag. They took two of the bag and slowly they left. While the other lady was coming back with the remaining, little bag of money to add to the one she left, on getting there, she noticed that the bags were gone. There were no money. She screamed. Ran immediately to meet Madame Soker. Lola, where is the money you took? Where is the money you took? The ladies asked. Which money, Mama? Which money did I take? I did not take anyone. Me and my husband, we have been in the room for a long time. We don't know anything about anyone. Check. Ladies, scatter everywhere. Scatter, Lola mom screamed. Scatter and check. Check everywhere. Make sure you find the money. Are you accusing me? Are you accusing me? Cheta said. Are you accusing me that we took the money? Mama, stop. Stop this. The arguments continued as Madame Tucker refused to believe that they didn't take the money. In a defensive tone, because of that scam of a wedding, you are calling my husband and I a thief? The argument continues. Why the lady who kept the money watches? And Lola was defending her husband and telling them that they did take the money. Madame Tucker faced the lady, her house help, who kept the money, and asked her, let's go check your room. You might be the one that took it. As they left, Lola screamed with joy, and they were so happy that they've been able to convince the mother that they didn't take the money. This is so much excitement. Cheta arrived at his new house. Well, he tried to evidence of money well spent. He opened his door for his wife as she came down, very surprised. Then Cheta introduced the wife to the house, tell her this is our new place. As she came into the place, she was surprised on how beautiful the place was. She was proud of her husband and the effort they have put in place to make sure their dreams came true. Then one of the visitors came again to knock at their door, inviting them for their daughter's wedding. As usual, Cheta gave her that look. She was like, no. Then Cheta was like, we are going to do this again. She said they don't have money to spend, that he wants to be able to take care of them. Lola had no choice but to support her husband who was desperate in need of money to take care of the family, despite all the expenses on the new house. The party of a neighbor's daughter, money was being spent and sprayed. Lola, the same thing, went to the lady, sprayed a little sum of money on her. As she watched closely on the bag, that the money which had been sprayed are kept. She had tested Cheta, sending him a message that she's close to the money and they're ready, so he can turn off the light. So Cheta gently walked to where the station is and what? Turned the light off. Immediately, Lola took the money bag. Then the light came on back. As the lady counted the money, checked, she noticed the bag was gone. Then she screamed. Immediately, the celebrant's mother came in to check what's going on. This scene shows where Cheta and Lola are busy counting the amount of money they made on that party. They were so happy on how far they've gone on this Owambe Thieves business. These couples didn't give up. They slipped in and blended into another party for the same haste. And as usual, Lola always put the bag of money where they are being kept. So she will always target the lady who always, count the money. She drugged the lady. Few minutes later, she waited for her to fall asleep so she could take the bag. Immediately, the lady became drowsy. She fell on Lola's shoulders. Lola gently took the bag and danced out, signaling Cheta that the haste has been completed. This became a very successful business for Cheta and Lola. Cheta became very rich, even gifted Lola various things on her birthday. Lola became very happy and their dream came true. Even the daughter's birthday was carefully celebrated in a big way. Meet Jeanette, a beautiful and seductive lady. She actually came bending down at Cheta, showing off her body. That's how Cheta got carried away and started what? Admiring her, wanting to cheat on Lola with her. So they started dating slowly. Even Cheta went to the hotel with Janet. Cheta and Janet stumbled in, laughing from the club. The music from the outside still echoes in their voices. Immediately, Janet's phones ring and she gets up slowly and tired, trying to pick it up. It's her friend. Lala is inviting her to Oga Bling Bling party. You know the Oga Bling Bling we are talking about? The one who Cheta usually worked for from the start as a human resource manager. Cheta was so happy seeing this as an opportunity to get back to his former boss. He immediately rushed his wife. Babe, it's time to get back to the man that rendered me jobless, she told his wife. Gently, they planned their haze, trying to get through Sister Ruth. Meet Sister Ruth, a prominent member in the church. Her son is the one hosting a big wedding party. The same party Jeanette was talking about that Oga Bling Bling would attend. Anyway, she promised Lola that she would get an invite. Lola informed Cheta and they were happy. Back at the apartment, Cheta and Lola were happy together while their baby was just looking at them. The next thing, Cheta brought out a gun. Lola was so shocked. She stood up, surprised to see a gun on the table. Where did you get this from? Cheta was saying, this is not something you should worry about. We are going to use it on our next haste. In the same shock, Lola walked out of the room, leaving Cheta alone. And the next thing, they were planning on how they were going to conduct the haste on the big event that was happening on Saturday. Then Lola brought the idea of switching cars. Immediately, they have conducted the haste. And then Cheta accepted the idea. The party begins. Oga Bling Bling spraying his money as usual, happy that his daughter is getting married. And Janet met Cheta and Lola at the party. Cheta pretended like he never knew her from anywhere. Well, Lola greeted Janet. They talked about. Then he said, "Your mom chased me out of the house after accusing me of stealing her money." Then Lola apologized on behalf of her mother. Then she asked, "How did you know the celebrant?" Said, the celebrant, they attend my church. That's how I got an invite to the place. So they hugged and exchanged greetings before she left. Cheta was not impressed with the party because of the way the boss treated him. Then he saw Oga Bling Bling. He told his wife he wants to go and meet Oga Bling Bling to talk to him for a while. Oga Bling Bling was actually with the steward before Cheta met him and introduced himself to him. Do you remember me? Yes, I remember the one that was asking questions I was talking that got fired. I remember you. How are you? You think you were the smartest in my office. That was why you were misbehaving. Well, I will not let you to spoil my fun. I will not let you to spoil. I came here to enjoy myself. Today is a happy day. Go to the buffet. Do you know what they call the buffet? You don't know what they call. You are a poor masses. He said, go forward. Go there right now. Ask them what they call the buffet. Today is a happy day. In fact, then look at his daughter and say, oh yeah, take it. Sprayed money. Cheta left angrily. Went back to where he was sitting. His wife was worried. Lola said, babe, are you alright? Is everything okay? Well, the party continued. The bride and the groom were dancing while the steward, who was in charge of the money, danced as well. While the bride and groom were being celebrated, they were waved out as they get ready to leave to their room from the hall. At this moment, Cheta slipped a lighter from his pocket. As the lady argues about the party, immediately, Cheta lights the knockout and threw it under the table. Immediately, the deafening blast sent the women at the next table into a shouting match, everyone running from one point to the other, while the steward fell on the floor, trying to secure and protect the bag of money, making sure it was safe. At the same time, in a nearby office, someone dies fanatically. Hello, police! Armed robbers at the wedding! While the steward trembles, trying to find a way out, he stumbled on Cheta with a gun. He pulled out his pistol and pressed it at the steward's back. Then the man stiffened in fear. Immediately, he walked gently and slowly, said, please don't shoot, oh, please don't shoot. Cheta said, move now. Don't shoot, please. The steward begs. Immediately, Cheta collected the money from the steward as they tried to escape the scene. The steward, thinking so fast, ripped off his glasses, threw himself briefly on the ground, and yelled along with the crowd, Owambe Thieves! Outside, Lola is already getting away with his car. Then the policeman shouted, that's them, after them. Then they started chasing after Cheta, while Lola was in the car trying to protect her baby. A high-speed chase, actually. They narrowly miss a hawker crossing the road with a tray of groundnut. Finally, they reach close to a planned switch point, a hidden street where they plan to switch their vehicle. This was their switch point. Cheta jumped out, immediately went for the bag of money to transfer it to the next vehicle while screaming at Lola to be fast so they can quickly switch their vehicle. Lola also came down from the vehicle. Immediately, Lola, now with the gun, pointed at Cheta. Step away from the vehicle. Step away right now or I'll shoot you. Cheta replied, Lola, the police are coming. We don't have this time. I trusted you, but you betrayed me. What are you talking about? Cheta said. I knew you were going to deny it. A friend of mine made a video of you with Janet. Acting as Lovebird, she was videoing. I didn't believe her at first until she came to my house again the second time, telling me. I never believed her. I even argued with her, but I was surprised because she came with a proof. Immediately after arguing, as usual, I was blinded by love again. But this time, she said, well, since you don't want to listen to what I want to tell you, well, it's better I send you a video so you see for yourself. Lola checked the video which was sent, disappointed that Cheta, you had to betray me this way after all I've done for you. And to your greatest surprise, at night when you were sleeping, she messaged you. I checked your phone and I saw her saying she misses you, she wants to be in your arm. I saw all your messages. I was disappointed. I was so disappointed that Cheta, you had to betray me this way. I knew you could deny it. Then I decided to follow you. I saw you and Janet kissing at the hotel. I made a video of you. You cannot deny it. Cheta looking sad, trying to apologize, but she said, I trusted you. Don't you dare pretend or apologize. After everything I've done for you, in my lowest moment, What have I done to deserve this? After all my mother said about you, yet you betrayed me. Looking at the baby who coughed severally, distracted Lola as Cheta quickly rushed and grabbed the gun. As he struggled with the gun, immediately there was a gunshot. Oh my god. Who was shot? Is it the baby or not? Did Cheta and Lola get back together? What really happened at the end? Like and subscribe, guys, for the part 2.